wrestling fans to live from the Sunset Flip. I'm your host, Ref House Manager, here with a special guest, fresh off a string of victories in old school championship wrestling, Lodi, the man himself. Thank you for joining us today, Lodi. I just want to talk about a couple of things real quick, namely your background for people that may not know. You were in WCW for a long period of time.
Lodi, yeah, from 97 to 2001.
And I remember Raven's Flock, while you were in there, very popular. A good West Hollywood Blondes, along with Lenny Lane. What happened after WCW?
When I left WCW, I worked for about a year and a half. I ran Turnbuckle Championship Wrestling for Dusty Rhodes down in Atlanta, and I left there when I had an opportunity to own a wrestling company for John Boy Village. John Boy Village was Force America, and in 2003, May, I had my second discectomy. I had 2 neck surgeries.
Really? 2 neck surgeries?
Yeah, I had one in 94, the second one was in 2003, and I was in a neck brace for 6 months. Never thought I'd work again. It's been about 18 months before I got back in the ring or even thought about it. And one day I was walking through my bedroom, I looked at the bed, I literally thought I retired and was done. And I saw my bed, and as all wrestlers do, we learn to take a bump, throwing yourself back all by the bed. I said, nobody's around me that can do this. I threw myself back, and I took a bump on my head, and it hurt too bad. And 18 months later, got back in the ring, and
this is after your second?
This after my second neck surgery, and here I am, 2009, still kicking.
So the first neck injury, was it wrestling related, or was that
not? I got hurt in the gym, actually, in 94. And I had this discectomy between C5, C6, second was between C4 and C5. But like I said, how many people can say, oh, I broke my neck twice? It's kind of lightning strikes twice type thing, but the good Lord willing has allowed me to come back even after the second one and manage to still work, which is a godsend for me because I enjoy working.
After two neck injuries, traveling all around the world, now you found a partial home in the Carolinas. It seems very active. In CWA wrestling and old school championship wrestling. What's it like for you to be on the circuit, so to speak, going out South Carolina, North Carolina, Georgia?
There's nothing for me, no wine woman song that makes me feel like I do when I'm working. I absolutely love entertaining people, whether it's in front of 50 people, 500 people, or like when I was in the Georgia Dome in front of 46,000.
Yeah.
It's the same, but I walk that curtain, and nothing ever makes me feel like I do when I'm working. And that entertainment aspect is what I'm able to do to bring a smile to a fan's face or make them boo me, which is just as good if I'm a bad guy. I just can't find anything like the matches.
Which is what you're famous for, carrying the big signs out, the markers and all that.
Yeah.
And you feel like your longevity is because of that work ethic? Because you've been doing this for a long time now.
Yeah. With the popularity of the movie coming out, The Wrestler, one of my good friends, Ricky Landell, said, bro, don't watch that movie because it's a mirror of your life. If you watch the movie, he's a 38-year-old guy trying to hang on to what he did in the past and still continue. And, as long as my body will let me and I can get out there and still continue and impress the fans, make the fans happy, make them boo, make them cheer, whatever, and I feel like I'm still able to go, I'm going to keep doing it.
So it's 2009, it's January.
Yeah.
What's Lodi up to in 2009? You got big plans for 2009, or is it just going to be working nonstop like always?
Still working, brother. I got a couple deals going on. I'm booked up with a company tentatively now for two nights a month for next year, and still working with CWA, still working here, old school championship wrestling, because all things that have me back. And I have no plans on quitting anytime soon. So
for the fans that are interested, where can we find out more about Lodi on the internet?
You can go to MySpace, /Lodi1Brad, Facebook, Brad Cain, not Cain, big Cain, K-A-N-E, C-A-I-N, Brad Cain. Facebook, look me up, we'll be friends.
So there you have it, folks. Learn all you want to learn about Lodi on the internet.
L-O-D-I.
L-O-D-I. And then bring it to the show and see them all over the place and here in Old School Championship Wrestling. Thank you very much for your time today.
Thank you for having me. I appreciate it, man.